AJ said about good luck and bad luck sort of being something that goes back and forth. And the way I think of it is if you had a coin that was luck, one side good and one side bad, put it on a tabletop and rolled it down across the tabletop, it kind of wavers and you never know exactly which way it's going to fall. But chances are, if you do it a number of times, you'll get different results. So I think of that in the context of this story because I had a series of events that was full of both good luck and bad luck. And it started with really good luck that for 11 years I had the best dog in the world. Sorry. I had the best dog in the world. Her name was Aggie. She was a Brittany Spaniel, and she was great in every way a dog can be great. She was friendly and happy and loyal, and she was a great dog, great runner, and as most Brittany's are, she was a great hunting dog. Unfortunately, I'm not a hunter, but she loved going out for runs in the woods, and I would take her to this park every morning, and she would run in the woods, and when she saw a squirrel or a bird on the ground, she would actually point and go into that pointer stance that hunting dogs sometimes do, and she would freeze. She would not move until that squirrel ran to a tree or the bird flew off. And after that happened, she would come running back to me all happy and proud of herself and looking at me like, why didn't you shoot that thing? And I had to explain to her over and over again that I didn't have a gun. But anyway, we had a great time together. And then one morning, unfortunately, bad luck came about when she was I could tell she was very tired. She couldn't run. She was walking slowly and panting heavily. And she finally laid down on the path through the park and did not want to get up and move. So I knew something bad was wrong. I picked her up and took her to the vet, and he did some tests and came out and told me really bad news that she had cancer of the spleen. And the only way to try to save her was to surgically remove the spleen and then hope that the cancer hadn't spread. So of course I said, please do that. He performed the surgery. She seemed to perk up right away after the surgery, and I said, how do we find out, if she's finally cancer free? And he said, we have to wait 30 days, bring her back, and we'll give her some tests and do a scan, and we'll see, whether the cancer has spread or not. So I did that, and then we had the best possible luck. He declared her cancer free after 30 days. So I was thrilled with this, and I went home and talked to Liz about it, and I said, we have to go somewhere and take a vacation to celebrate this great luck. And so she assigned me to come up with where we would go. And I looked online and I found these great little stone cabins that were in West Virginia in the mountains. And so we made plans to go on this vacation. It was like a long weekend. And it was about this time of year. So we took off and we're very happy, and Aggie's with us. She's going, they're pet-friendly cabins. And we got as far as Maryland, and then we had to go south into West Virginia. And when we got into West Virginia, it turned out we were going straight up a mountain. Actually, not straight up a mountain. We were going around and around, working our way up the mountain. And unfortunately, Liz is prone to car sickness. Good luck was that we had a large soda cup that she could vomit into while I drove. And we could not stop or pull over because there was a tractor trailer right on our bumper, and he was pushing for me to go faster, which I wasn't going to do. But it was pretty harrowing going around those mountain curves. We finally got done with that and got to the resort place, and they were closed for the night, but we had a code to get in our cabin. But it was a little ways up the road from the office. So when we started up to our cabin, the road, I forgot to mention that a blizzard had started while we were on this trip. And it was really, really deep snow by that time. And so I eventually, trying to get to the cabin, ran the car, which was an old station wagon, into the ditch and could not get it out. And I was theorizing with Liz all the different ways I might be able to get it out. She said, forget it, I can't take this anymore. She got out and walked up to the cabin. So I ended up doing the same thing. We left the car there, and in the morning I went down and told the guy at the office, hey, my car's in a ditch up there. Do you know anybody that could tow me? He said, no, but my son and his buddy are around here. They'll probably have a way to help you. So he said, go back to your car and wait, I'll send them. They showed up. His son came to my car door. His son was about 6'5", weighed about 350, and was wearing like lumberjack gear. And his friend got out of the truck behind him and started walking up, and he was bigger than the first guy that came. So these two huge guys are there supposedly to help me, and they take a look around, and I'm sitting there waiting, and the guy, original guy, comes back to my window, taps on it, and rolled down the window, and he said, okay, turn the ignition off, keep your hands off the steering wheel, we're going to pick her up. I'm like, what? And I can't tell you the rest of the story because it's taking too long. That's right. They picked it up. We had a great weekend, and I ended up sitting in the hot tub with my wonderful dog laying beside me, keeping me company.